Lessons objectives. At the end of the lesson, the students should be able to, first, identify the plot devices in fiction. Second, value the importance of applying plot devices in writing real-life experiences. Third, review the previous topic through visual content of the teacher. And fourth, create samples of different plot devices based on one's experience.
Good day, grade 12 students! Today, we will review what we discussed last time. Yesterday, we discussed about creative nonfiction, and we say that creative nonfiction texts are true accounts while utilizing some of the techniques and devices of fiction. We also learned how important it is to use literary elements in your writing. Why? Because first, literary elements add special effect in your writing. Second, they establish connection between the writer and the reader. And third, they paint vivid pictures in your words. Now, you realize how important it is to use literary elements in your writing. Aside from that, we also discussed some elements of fiction. These are setting, which tells when and where the story happens, character, and a figure in a literary work. Now, it's your turn. Let's see if you really understood our lesson last time. So anyone who can tell me what creative nonfiction is? Anybody from the class? Yes? Great job! You are correct. How about the use of literary elements in your writing? Anybody? Wow, you are excellent. How about the others? Yes, you are fantastic. Now, what about some elements of fiction? Yes? Wow, you are great. Very good. How about the others? Yes, that is excellent. Now, you learned a lot already in creative nonfiction, and I know that you are very excited to learn our new topic for today. So, are you ready? Let's go! To start with, let's have an activity. You will read the set of events, and what you have to do, you have to create a coherent story of the life of Dr. Jose Rizal.
This is the correct sequence of events of the life of Dr. Jose Rizal. Dr. Jose Protasio Rizal was born in the town of Calamba, Laguna on June 19, 1861. Few years later, he entered the Jesuit-run Ateneo Municipal de Manila in 1872 and finished studying in Spain due to discrimination and abuse among Filipinos. He opposed violence, but battled injustice in writing Noli Me Tangere and El Filibusterismo. In 1892, when Rizal returned to the Philippines, he formed La Liga Filipina, the cause of his imprisonment in Fort Santiago. On December 26, 1896, after a trial, Rizal was sentenced to death. He was executed on December 30, 1896 at the age of 35 by a firing squad at Bagong Bayan.
When you are arranging the sequence of events in the story, what element of fiction are you referring to? Yes, if you say that is plot, you are correct. Very good. And for today, we will focus on the plot devices.
Plot devices. A plot device is best defined as any technique in a narrative used to move the plot forward. 1. Foreshadowing. Hints or clues suggesting what may happen later in the story. In J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter series, the author foreshadows the return of Lord Voldemort throughout the early books. 2. Flashbacks. Interrupting the plot of a story to recreate an incident of earlier times. In F. Scott Fitzgerald's The Great Gatsby, The narrator uses flashbacks to reveal the backstory of Jay Gatsby. 3. Suspense. The anxiety the reader feels about what may happen next. For example, Will Ferrell throws the One Ring into the fire of Mordor before it corrupts his little hobbit heart. Needing to find out the answer to the question is what builds suspense for the reader. 4. Cliffhanger. By not resolving an ending, an author keeps their readers yearning for more and certain to come back. The TV series Breaking Bad often uses cliffhangers at the end of episodes to keep viewers engaged and coming back for more.
What do you think is the importance of using plot devices in writing your own experiences? Yes, if you say that it makes your writing more appealing and interesting for the readers, you are correct. Very good. Now, it's your time to get your paper and pen. You have to identify what plot device is being described in the following statements.
Choose the letter of the best answer. 1. What best defines creative nonfiction? A. True accounts while utilizing the techniques and style of fiction. B. Written texts such as biography, history, diary, and essays. C. Written texts with the use of elements of short story. D. Wide use of imagination. The correct answer is A. True accounts while utilizing the techniques and style of fiction. Number 2. When the alarm clock sounded, Amy leaned over to turn it off and got up to start her day. She had no idea it would be one of the most memorable days of her life. A. Flashback. B. Foreshadowing. C. Cliffhanger. D. Suspense. The answer is B. Foreshadowing. 3. Linda heard a scratching at the door. As she walked through the kitchen to the living room, the scratching seemed to get louder. She assumed it was the cat, who might have snuck out, but she saw Snowball fast asleep on the corner of the couch. A. Flashback. B. Foreshadowing. C. Cliffhanger. D. Suspense. The answer is D. Suspense. Number 4. A sudden ending to a chapter which makes the reader want to read on. A. Flashback. B. Foreshadowing. C. Cliffhanger. D. Suspense. The answer is C. Cliffhanger. Last number 5. What is the best description of flashback in a story? A. When the author transports a reader to a time in the past. B. The rate or speed with which the plot moves from one event to another. C. When the author transports a reader to a time and place in the future. And D. When the author transports a reader to the middle of the story. The correct answer is A. When the author transports a reader to a time in the past. How many got the perfect score? Very good. For your assignment, you have to create samples of different literary elements based on your own experiences. The rubric is provided for your reference.
I hope you enjoyed our lesson for today. This is Teacher Irene saying thank you and goodbye. See you next time!